Hello, Sir Graham. It's very obviously very interesting listening to what you have to say. A lot of people have obviously mentioned today crimes which are a little more sort of utilitarian in nature. They're either quaint or they are important, a lot of the crimes, but they affect a large number of people. I'm just curious, what work do you envisage doing on crimes which potentially go unreported or are serious, but in terms of the police statistics don't reflect the reality, such as domestic violence against women and so on? Where do you see your role in the next 3.5 years on those issues?
Well, I mean, domestic violence is something that does concern me. And also the whole question of rape and abuse. Because of what's happened nationally, and the fact there's now a huge interest in this, it's encouraged people to speak up. And more people have come out, and I think you're going to see in the crime figures that will be reflected, because people are now prepared to talk about it. But it is an issue that I'm concerned with, and when I was a member of Parliament for Luton, I was quite concerned about the rape issue and how that was dealt with. I mean, we've got some really good people in the force that are capable of dealing with that in the right sort of way. But we've also got some excellent voluntary organisations, and I've actually had a meeting with one of them, and I was so impressed at the dedication and the way in which they do it, and I want to be able to encourage them. Obviously, I haven't got a bottomless pit of money, but you know, I do want to be able to help people, you know, voluntary organisations as well as people like yourselves, councils, if I can, to help prevent crime. I mean, it's cycle crime and stealing cycles is a big thing, and I've talked to Tim about that already. But dealing with those issues that don't come forward, that tend to be, you know, out of the way, I think is something that we're going to have to do in a delicate way, but we can do it. And I think a lot of that may well come forward with the help of some of the voluntary organisations that at the moment slave away behind the scenes doing it without saying too much. And we want to make sure that that's followed through with the police. I do agree with you totally on that. And I say, if any good came out of Jimmy Savile, it was that it's raised the profile.
Thank you very much. I think we should cut things off at this point. But just to say thank you very much for accepting our invitation. And I hope we haven't kept you so long that you won't come back again. Because I suspect there are a few more questions percolating out there. But it's been...
I used to be a councillor and a leader of a council, and I know what late night meetings were about.
Shall we continue?
And an MP, of course, so we went all night sometimes.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Very nice.